Greetings, friends, and thank you for coming. What a nice place this is. We don't plan for this. They wanted to disrupt our plan, but God had better plans for us. And so we are here. Today, 40% of our economy are filled up with foreigners, 1.4 million strong. They outcompete locals for jobs, taking salaries we can't live with, squeezing 10 or more in a rented flat, saving their money to go home and enjoy. Don't blame them, they are not at fault. Citizens, we are trapped in the most expensive city on earth, paying premium for public housing, with high bills, working endlessly, with no retirement, not even our CPF to enjoy. Monday's election budget sees lots of our tax money thrown around to falsely excite us. For each dollar they give, remember, they will take the whole chicken back. Don't forget, 9% GST akan datang. In NUS last year, I said, politics is tough for opposition with great odds against us. Dr. Janil Putucherry from PAP, in that same forum with me, dismisses me, saying I should not complain. It's fair deal. Don't expect politics to be easy in Singapore. Our political landscape is severely uneven. Our democracy appears every 5 years with election. 9 days to campaign with a cooling day at the end for PAP to do what? Splash scary headlines by the pro-PAP press. While opposition, you don't have means to reply. Policy takes a backseat. Character slander and threats dominate. No upgrading, broken town council, warning of dire consequences if PAP loses. Fake bookish predictions on WhatsApp going around, stoking fears, and evoking even 911. Remember, we had the election of 911. Then there's GRC, to protect minority interests, says PAP. But in court recently, they confessed it's a gimmick. In reality, their minority MP can be missing, right? Chasing after a $1 million, multi-million-dollar Istana dream job. GRC allows PAP to game the system, changing electoral boundaries as they like. We don't ask for Dr. Janil or PAP to make politics easy for us. Just be fair. Don't cancel our booking last minute lah. The late LKY said, in Singapore, everything works. If it doesn't, sack the CEO. Yet today, blunders after blunders, the top man, the minister, the CEO, still hentak kaki on top. Right? PAP meritocracy is a web today. It's a web of families, relatives, and friends, taking all the top public and private jobs. Conflicts of interest, no problem. No transparency needed. We can self-check. Unlike the real world, in their world, failures are tolerated. Sorry is enough. Accountability is the crocodile tears away. Their iron rice bowl untouched. This Singapore pyramid scheme puts rich local elites and their wealthy friends right there on top. Looks good from the outside, tastes very bad on the inside. It's unsustainable, creates inequality, and is unjust. SDP is the way out. Our economic policy puts people before profits, with minimum wage laws, local jobs first, cut the huge foreign labor, healthcare system that protects all, housing policy that makes HDB affordable again, reduce GST, transport fare, utilities, water price, cut the overpaid minister salary, implement real meritocracy, and return our CPF money at 55. more are detailed in our policy papers that you can read online. We are serious and ready to take our country back. Now the Malays, the indigenous people of Singapore. Like everyone else, we believe in meritocracy. I work hard, I can reach the very top. Yet today, Malays still get special treatment in SAF, given limited posting, still failing PAP's loyalty test. Imagine how you feel, denied a post in NS by your commanders, not for being unfit or incapable, but because of your race. Sadly for us, this happens all the time. National service indoctrinates the idea that Malays cannot be fully trusted to defend Singapore. This perception enters society and blankets the entire Malay community with suspicion. The government can remove this poison, but they don't. It's unfair and cruel. And are you sure the new citizens from China, India and others won't pack their bags, are willing to die for Singapore more than us? This PAP's distrust of Malays has roots in our country's past. But isn't it time to move on? Have Malays not suffered enough, proven our loyalty, enduring this collective punishment for 60 years? This suspicious mode of dealing with the community damages us socially and economically, and is ultimately the root cause pulling us down. Today, we are still behind in education, employment, business, private property ownership, arts, culture, and even sports, but remain top for drugs, divorces, broken families, youth problem, and so many of us are still in jail, drug rehab, reform school, boys and girls home. What changed after 60 years of PAP rule have we got?
No change.
No change, right? Before politics, I was active in the Malay community, working with juvenile delinquents, youth at risk, school dropouts, and others. I saw the plight of the Malays up front. Their problems are symptoms of a people feeling abandoned, marginalized, and disillusioned, needing hands to lift them up with hope and genuine solutions. When we look critically at Malay PAP leaders over the years, those selected, sincere or otherwise, were chosen to serve PAP political interests first, Singapore and the Malay community second or even last.
Correct! Yes.
The outcome speaks for itself. Knowing this, how can I or any Malay continue to accept this system, denying the best among us, who only wants to serve Singapore and the Malay community, instead of towing the PAP line? After waiting 60 years for PAP to change, maybe it's time for Malays to change side. Imagine a depoliticized MUIS, Mendaki, Mesra, AMP, Malay Chambers, the Mosque, Surya, Warna, BH, the whole lot, free of politics, showcasing our best and talented, telling our empowering stories, past and present, not hiding the facts, facing our challenges honestly, raising our hopes, championing the community 100%. And imagine too, when the best and most suitable among us runs all these bodies, they will break new grounds with fresh ideas, maximizing national and community resources wisely, with real solutions, not cosmetic ones. With such inspiring leaders walking the talk, they will be the catalyst to help us regain our identity, pride and dignity with achievements we own, making the entire country proud. Now let me end with a Malay pantun I wrote. It's in Malay ya. Dengar baik-baik semua. Tanah liat asal usulku, jasad dicorak Tuhan yang satu. Siapa gerangan anak Melayu, khazanah silam sejarah baru. Semua. Pulau Ujung dikenal dahulu, bumi termasik, pantai membiru, kota singa nama negeriku, sekam indah jasa ayahku. tempat melabur pedagang lalu, gagah berani Laksmana Melayu. Armada Cheng Ho pernah berlalu, duduk penjajah haram bersatu. Kini merdeka warga negaraku, suratan takdir kita disatu. Bangsa Cina, India, Melayu, mindah penjajah jadi seteru. Pelbagai kaum berkah yang satu, kibar bendera bangga selalu. Merah putih lambang jiwaku, kita rakyat, engkau dan aku. Marwah dibela bukti cintaku, sumpah setia ikrar sepadu. Berbeza acuan tetap bersatu, langit ku junjung, bumi berdiriku. Finally, my friends, SDP wants you to come forward and join us. Let's put on the red top and khaki pants and work hard from now until the next election, reaching everyone, so that change Singapore really needs, God willing, will come. SDP now, Joe, we love you, thank you very much.